Welcome to another episode of Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to hitting the wall. Now, again, there is no shame in getting old, but a lot of us handle it differently. Some of us handle it with grace, others get or become bitter. Today's clip comes from The Desirable Truth, where he's interviewing a woman. So let's check this out. Before we do this, make sure you leave your thoughts, comment under this video. Now let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel. So here we go.
How old are you?
31.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes.
How long?
6 months.
So what made you choose to settle down?
Oh, I put my foot down. I was like, it's either me or I'm gone.
Let her go. Listen, I got a story for you guys. I'm going to tell it after we see this clip, but if she gives you an ultimatum, let her go. It's control.
You were the one who was asking him for commitment. Why did you think he was hesitant?
Because he's 26, so he's younger.
But do you really think...
No, why do you think she was pressuring him for a relationship? That's the better question, which we'll answer on the other side. But
it's all about timing, or does it have to do with a person?
I just think if someone wants to be with each other, like, you're going to tell them. But if not, a woman likes me is going to make you.
Could you see yourself getting married to him?
No.
No. You don't want to get married?
No, I don't want to get married. That's too much.
What about marriage scares you?
Being with somebody your whole life, like, that's...
come on. I was going to let this finish, but let me listen. She doesn't have a whole life, right? She's on the second end of her life. Again.
But you could still do that without being married.
Yeah.
So why even call it boyfriend, girlfriend?
You're right. You think I should end it? I think I should end it.
That's up to you.
I think I should end it.
You know,
I think you just told me to end my relationship. You know what? I'm ending my relationship.
Wait.
What? This? Now, let me say this. I think The Desirable Truth just made an enemy, but this woman is doing this young man a favor. Why? Because, well, I have about 3 reasons, maybe 4, but I got about 3 reasons. Number 1 is a woman giving you an ultimatum. Now, if a woman is giving you an ultimatum, this is a huge red flag. Why? Well, here's a few reasons why an ultimatum is bad. Number 1, that means there's another guy, right? And she's trying to decide between you and the other guy. Now, the reason why a woman would typically go for a younger guy is probably because he looks better. Now, the older guy usually is the guy who has resources. He has things. He may have money. He has a let's just say he has a better chance to take care and provide for this woman. When it comes to an ultimatum, let that woman go, because another reason this is a red flag is because this is a control dynamic. Now, what you heard from this woman, she said, well, that's because I made him do it, right? She made him do it. Now, if she could make him get into a relationship, think about what comes next. Marriage. Marriage. Right? Now, this woman didn't want marriage, which means she wasn't really interested in this guy. She may have been interested in the other guy, but this guy was the one who was like, okay, well, dang, all right, I don't have any better options. So he decided that he was going to go ahead and be with her. Now, what she probably thought in her mind after a while was, dang, this other guy, he has a house, he has businesses established, he has good credit, he's showing me things, he's talking to me about finances, he's getting me to understand certain things. He seems and probably is more responsible. So simply said, when a woman is giving you an ultimatum, it means that someone is putting pressure on her to really get in a relationship. The difference is the guy that she doesn't want to be with that is the guy that's offering her the deal of a lifetime. And she knows he's going to be there for a little while. So she has time to decide which guy to actually choose, looks or the provider. Or she may actually be trying to show a particular man that she still got it and she can go get whatever man she wants. This interaction reminded me of my days when I was an actor and a model, right? Like, this one particular woman showed me how life actually goes for women. I met this woman on set. Oh my gosh. Like, body was on point. Now, here's the thing. At this particular time where this woman had this amazing body, I didn't realize it was fake. Now, I want you guys to understand something. There was a certain point in time where women had to walk around with the bodies that God gave them. Right? There was very few women who actually had money and the courage to go and get body shaping done. This woman had body shaping done. The only reason I know is because I was intimate with the woman, and let me say this, I enjoyed it. But what this woman actually showed me was, she was like, you know what? Hold on. I need $5,000, right? And she hit this doctor up. And what she told the doctor was, hey, if you don't give me $5,000, I'm going to call your wife and let her know that you've been with me all this time. And she did this while I was like laying next to her. So when she did that, I was like, oh my gosh, like, is this what's actually going on out here? Little did I know at the time, this is how life has been going. So what the internet is doing, as it is, it's magnifying this. Now, I want to let you guys know I'm 38, right? This happened when I was like 23. So BBLs were not a thing. When a woman says that she doesn't want marriage, there's only a few reasons why this woman doesn't want marriage. Well, let me say this. The reason why this woman doesn't want marriage is because she's still having fun out here. A woman's prime is usually from about somewhere between 18 and 20 to about 25. Now, that's their prime, but it doesn't mean that they fall off a cliff when they hit 26. Now, when they start to fall off a cliff is after the age of 30. So the reason why this woman doesn't want marriage, or doesn't want a marriage from this guy, is because, one, he's not in the provider position. Two, because there's other guys that she's still having fun with. So she doesn't want to give that up just yet. Now, this is also the reason why this woman had no hesitation when he asked, would you marry this guy? Right now, the reason why she doesn't want to marry this guy is because of the damage and the trauma that she's received in her 20s all the way to this age of her being 31. But here's what she doesn't understand. Even though there are a whole bunch of options and she's out here living it up, having a good time, traveling, being with all these different men, what she doesn't realize is the damage and the trauma is going to constantly build up, because she wants to be with some of these guys, but these guys are letting her know, hey, you can give me an ultimatum if you so choose. In fact, go ahead and give me that ultimatum and I'm just going to replace you faster. Which ties into why this woman got a younger man, because she's trying to let that man know, hey, I can still get men. I can get younger men. But that man is looking at himself and saying, yeah, you can get him, but can he do what I'm doing? Can he give you the experiences that I'm giving you? Are you living the same lifestyle that you would be living if you were with me? Now, I will say this. In the next 10 years, or maybe after 10 years, this woman is going to change her stance. She is going to want to be in a relationship. She's going to want to be in a marriage. Why? Because the holidays feel much better when you are in a relationship, when you are married, right? Because now you know for sure that somebody's going to be buying you some gifts. Valentine's Day, somebody is going to be giving you gifts. New Year's Eve, you're going to have somebody to bring in the new year with. as you get older, these things matter a little bit more, especially for women, because this is when you're going to be around family. This is when you're going to be around friends. And these friends and these family members are going to have someone there with them. Now, when it comes to being with someone your whole life, this is already over for her. She doesn't see the logic in what she's saying, but let me explain something to you guys. She's 31. She's in the second half of her life. Now, you may not think that she is, but let me ask you this, right? In the next 30 years, she'll be 60. So think about this. How many people are eating clean and exercising? How many people have to wait till the doctor tells them, hey, you can't eat that anymore. Hey, you got to change your diet around, or you're going to meet your maker in the next 2 to 3 years. How many people actually wait on that? Because I can tell you it's a whole lot. So even when it comes to the prime thing, like when we seen LeBron playing, when LeBron was in his prime, when he was dunking, right? This is how high he used to get. He would have his nose over the rim. Now when he's dunking, right, he's about here. Now this is still high, right? But here versus here is two different things, right? Because sometimes he probably would get all of this over the rim, meaning his chin, which means if he extends his arm, he probably could touch the top of the backboard. I'm saying this because when it comes to your prime, depending on how you take care of your body, that's going to determine how slow the decline is. But if you're not taking care of your body, then you could possibly fall off that cliff and crash hard into the wall. Now, just as this woman is looking at her prime and looking at her beauty, and she can see that it's fading. She can see that she really got to go to the doctor and get her body restructured. She really has to buy more makeup, more hair, because now she has to put on a costume that's a little bit more a little more intriguing, right? Like she can't just barely put on the makeup. It's going to get to a point to where she's going to have to plaster her face in makeup because she wants to give the illusion that she's still attractive. Now, if I'm just looking at her and just looking at her physique, I'm like, okay, I mean, she can go. You know what I mean? Like, she can go. But the attitude is what I have a real issue with. Women really don't understand that your personality is what's going to keep the guy, right? Like if a woman is wondering why relationships aren't working, it's because they're not actually looking at themselves. And again, I'm just saying this because I'm a responsible man. So I'm speaking to the men that are also responsible. Right now, all of us, we have things that we procrastinate on. Right. There's very few people on the planet who don't procrastinate at all. There's very few. There's very, very few. So in saying that, I'm saying this, fellas, bring up your confidence. What helps you bring up your confidence? Exercising, meditating, investing, right? Becoming a better you, creating the lifestyle that you're actually interested in. Think about it. This woman gave the young man an ultimatum. The reason she gave him an ultimatum is because the older man offered more. His deal was much better than the younger guy. That's why even though she chose the younger guy, she chose the younger guy because he looked better. He may have been in better shape, right? But the older man has things in order. This is where you getting your life together makes all the sense in the world, because now you get to live a lifestyle that you are having fun with. You get to do things that you actually want to do. I'm not telling you guys to exercise, to invest, to meditate for women. I'm telling you to do that for yourself because you're going to feel better. Your life is going to feel more fulfilled. This is why you hear people talking about your purpose. Now, what is your purpose? I'll tell you this. It breaks down into two things. You're either a creator or you're a helper. So if you're trying to figure out, man, well, what is my purpose? Well, I can tell you this. Most people want to help people, right? Because you understand there's generations that are coming after you, and they're going to need some kind of blueprint to help them get further than what you did. Now, the next thing is you're a creator. So that means you're creating something, you're inventing something. So what I'm telling you is get to work, invent something, or help someone who's inventing something. This is how all of us are enjoying the internet. Now, with that being said, adapt to dating, because this is what you're going to run into. You're going to run into women that are going to give you ultimatums. You're going to run into women who have a roster. You're going to run into some women that are actually good women. But how can you know what a good woman is? Well, first I would say, think about where you are. Are you figuring things out? Are you maintaining? Or are you at the retirement phase? Because most women want men at the retirement phase, because it means he has money coming in, but he's no longer working, which means he actually gets to travel. Now, this is actually supposed to be for the wife, the one who actually made it through all the BS, because now this is basically their celebration. But the majority of women can't really handle going through all the ups and downs, or going through whatever happens in relationships, because relationships are hard. But with all of that being said, I got a question for you guys. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video was done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and then share this video with anybody you think this would help. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.